Hi y'all. Sorry I look like this. I just got out of the shower and he was fussing, so I just got him calmed down and haven't blow dried my hair or anything. So I don't know. I know y'all don't care though. Anyway, I thought I'd use this time to do a video on my thoughts on medicated birth versus unmedicated or natural childbirth. Um, Going into my natural labor and delivery, I thought that my whole perspective was just going to change, that that I was going to have this birth and that I was going to be like, natural is the most beautiful and wonderful thing on the face of the planet and everybody should do it. And part of that is true and part of it did not happen to be true. I do think it's wonderful and it was great. And my experience, although difficult and painful, it was not easy. It was hard. It was wonderful. It was life-changing. But having gone through it, I also know now that it's not for everybody. And I would not blame a soul if they chose to have, for example, an epidural. I've had epidurals before. They worked, things went great. I've had Pitocin contractions, those were awful. But my contractions that I had with my natural birth were also pretty awful. Once you get into the transition point of labor and delivery, I don't think it matters quite as much. Or at least mine didn't. They were quite similar. But yeah, I know that it's not for everybody, and I have friends in the YouTube community that have been called cowards because they had epidurals and they didn't go all natural. And I would just like to say, I know that you guys know you're not cowards, but just coming from me, I just have to say you're not. It is hard. It is scary. I think it's definitely worth the research, and it's definitely worth it to go natural. But at the same time, having been through it both ways, I think that it's just fine for a woman to have the choice to have an epidural if she wants one. I know Emerald's from Edie Hill. I don't remember the number on her screen name for YouTube, but I think she was like in labor for 30-something hours before the baby was born, and at 20-something hours she got her epidural. I don't blame her one bit. If I had been in labor for that long, I very well may have done the same thing. Probably would have. I'm very happy with the outcome of our natural birth. I would do it again. It was life-changing to me. It was like, wow, I could do that. I could do anything. And it was this feeling of, holy moly, I just did that. I had a lot of help from the people around me and a lot of support, and I think that that's very, very much important. I don't think that I could have done it without that support. Well, I believe that my body could have done it. I know that my body could have done it, but I think that I would have given in and gotten the epidural had I not had the support with me that I had. So, I guess that's kind of how I feel on it. Whenever I look back at the video, it still makes me cry. Keep in mind, y'all, I know a lot of people said on my delivery video, like the video of it actually all happening, said, wow, that was really fast, and they're like, you did great. And yeah, I think I did great, but keep in mind that video is heavily edited. You didn't hear everything. I might make a little one that's a little bit more unedited where you can hear some of my labor-induced Tourette's syndrome. But there were some really hard moments, and well, I'm glad that I did it. I can't say this enough. I completely understand why some people, it's just not what they want to do, and I completely support that. I completely support any way that a woman wants her labor and delivery experience to be. However, I will say that I think it is so important to do the research. The earlier you get induced, the higher the risks of, you know, complications, or you having to have a C-section, and I don't know, just it is natural childbirth. Even if you think that I know I don't want to feel that pain, I don't want to do it, it is still so important to do the research, because you just might change your mind. I never would have thought, you know, after I had McKenna, that I would have done it this way with one of my children. And oh, don't be sad, don't be sad. Anyway, I never would have thought that I would have gone this route ever, and I did. Through the information and research that I did, I learned that my body can do this. Did I have fears? Yes. I was afraid that I had my body hooked on Pitocin for delivery, and that I might not ever go into labor, because I had taught my body that it needed Pitocin. Not that my body couldn't do it, but that I had somehow like sabotaged my body from my previous births. But that wasn't true, obviously. But let me know if y'all have any questions, because I don't know how clear I am on this. I didn't like write out my thoughts beforehand or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's it. That's my opinion on labor and delivery, I guess. So we will talk to you later. Bye. Oh man.